After a day and night of frantic digging, hope had begun to fail. But Peter himself leaped into the pit inside the church and pulled out a piece of rusty metal. He claimed he had found the elusive Holy Lance, a claim Arab historians have ridiculed.
The holy man who proclaimed that the Messiah had a lance buried in the church was an extremely wily monk. He told them all, if you find it, you'll be victorious. Otherwise, you'll face a certain death. But before saying this, he went and buried the lance in the soil under the church, and then he covered his tracks.
The holy relics is a very interesting thing, because as the crusading armies went, the number of holy relics multiplied. And people who wanted to make the equivalent of a quick buck went and found more and more holy relics. As to what these objects really were is, one can imagine anything. But the fact that they needed them shows that these holy relics became a primitive form of propaganda.
It's a matter of faith, what I say now. There are people with special gift from God who can distinguish in holy things and also in relics, which can say this is authentic, the other thing is not authentic. But it's a matter of faith.
The people in the army recovered their morale, their fighting will. This is a moment of violent religious exaltation. The mood in the army changes, aggression replaces defeatism. This is an army ready to fight.
Six lines of battle were drawn up by those of us inside the city. We closed our ranks, and protected by the sign of the cross, we went out by the gate. When the Turks saw our squadrons so well drawn up, coming out one after the other, they said, "Let them come, so that we may have them the more surely in our power." But once we were all outside, and the Turks saw how great was the force of the Franks, oh, they were much afraid.
The Crusaders had just 200 horses left, but they still rode out to face the Turks head-on, the Holy Lance held high. One eyewitness spoke of yet another vision. An army of spirits sent by God.
Then appeared a countless host of men on white horses, whose banners were all white. When our men saw this, they did not understand what was happening or who these men might be, until they realized this was the blessed help sent by Christ. The Turks fled in terror, and with God's help we defeated them.
Whether the visions were real or just an elaborate hoax to boost morale, the city of Antioch was once again in Christian hands. But it would